Started. You may remember back at school where you learned about primary, secondary, and tertiary colors. Then you already have some knowledge of color theory. The color wheel is a visual representation of the relationships between colors. It typically consists of primary, secondary, and tertiary colors. Let's start with the primary colors. The primary colors are red, yellow, and blue. Primary colors are considered the root of every other color. They are colors that can't be created by a mixture. When we mix primary colors together, these make the secondary colors like orange, green, and purple. Red and yellow make orange, yellow and blue make green, and blue and red make purple. Take it a step further and you'll get the tertiary colors. Tertiary colors are the 6 in-between colors. When we mix one primary color with one of its nearest secondary colors. If we mix these colors together, we get even more in-between shades, like red, orange and yellow, green and so on. Altogether, they form what's called a colored wheel. This color wheel was created by Sir Isaac Newton and helps us to understand how different colors work together. We're going to cover some basics. Think of it like the ABCs of red, yellow, and blue colored wheels. It's a wheel, and it's made of good colors, which makes sense, right? So, every color breaks down into 3 fundamental ingredients: hue, saturation, and brightness. The first one is hue. When we talk about hue, we're essentially referring to the pure spectrum of colors such as red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and violet. It's what we typically identify as the name of a color. In simpler terms, if you were to pick out a crayon from a box of crayons and say this is blue, you're describing its hue. Second one is saturation. Saturation, also known as chroma or intensity, is another key property of color. When a color is at maximum saturation, it appears as pure and vibrant as possible. However, when saturation decreases, the color becomes more muted or washed out. Saturation is adjusted by adding or subtracting gray to a hue, which creates a tone. The third one is brightness. Brightness, also known as lightness or value, and this can also come into tints and shades. Let's talk about tints, shades, and tones. 3 simple ways to change a color. When you add white to a color, you get a tint. It becomes lighter and softer. When you add black, and you get a shade, the color turns deeper and darker. And when you mix in gray, you create a tone. The color stays balanced but looks more muted. You've unlocked a whole new level of color control. And finally, we have a temperature. The colored wheel can be split into 2 main groups: warm colors and cool colors. The colors on the right side of the wheel are considered warm colors. These hues include shades of red, orange and yellow. Cool colors on the left side of the circle, including green, blue and violet, have shorter wavelengths. Cool colors are made up of blue, green, and purple. Warm colors are made up of yellows, reds, and oranges. Cool colors are typically associated with nature, health, and security. Warm colors that are often associated with heat, autumn, and sunshine. These colors are used to create feelings of calmness, relaxation, and freshness. These colors are used to create feelings of warmth, energy, and excitement. Now let's talk about color harmony, one of the most important principles in color theory. The first and easiest is monochromatic color harmony. This takes just one base color from color wheel and uses different shades, tones, or tints to create a group of colors. This color scheme create and look simple, cohesive, and organized. Brand like PayPal and Animal Planet uses monochromatic color scheme. Second, we have analogous color scheme. An analogous color scheme uses 2 to 4 colors that are next to each other on the color wheel. This is one of the simplest and most appealing color harmonies and works best if you choose one dominant color and use the other colors as accents. Brand like MasterCard and BP uses analogous color scheme. Next we have complementary color scheme. Complementary colors are opposite each other on the color wheel. Complementary colors include red and green, blue and orange, purple and yellow. Brand like Shell and Pepsi uses complementary color scheme. Let's move on to the split complementary color scheme. In this harmony, pick a base color and 2 neighbors of its complement. In split complementary, red-purple color facing yellow and green, red-orange color facing green and blue, yellow-orange color facing blue and purple. Brand like Firefox and Fanta uses split complementary color scheme. After that, we have the triadic color scheme. A triadic color scheme uses 3 colors that are equally distant from each other in the color wheel like a triangle. These color combinations are often bold and vibrant. Red, yellow, and blue. These hues include shades of red, orange and yellow. Yellow-orange, red-violet, blue-green are perfect example of triadic color scheme. Brand like Burger King and Superman uses triadic color scheme. Lastly we have Tetradic color scheme. This color harmonies are made of 2 pairs of complementary colors that form rectangle in color wheel, such as red, green and blue-orange is example of Tetradic color scheme. The following group of colors also represented a Tetradic color scheme. Brand like Google and eBay uses Tetradic color scheme. I hope you like this video. If you like my video, hit like, subscribe and press the bell icon. You can also follow me on Instagram, the link is in the description box. You can also watch other tutorials on my channel.